So, you're trying to turn on the heater and it's not turning on. You've already put some fuel in the tank that's outside, and now you're not sure what to do next. Well, if you've run the tank and so there's no fuel left, what you've done is you've put air in the fuel line, and the heater will turn on for about a minute and then it'll shut back off. That's unfortunate. What we need to do now is we need to bleed the air out of the line. It's not hard to do, and I'll show you how to do that. Let's go. So what we do is we go back to the furnace room, which is this room here, and doors open, and this is the furnace. To bleed the air out of the line, what we have to do is first open the furnace by removing this front panel and then running the furnace. What you're going to need to do this is you're going to need a mug, or I use a mug that's out in the shed, or a cup or something to catch the bubbles that come out of the fuel line, and then you'll also need a pair of pliers to turn the what would you call it, a bleeder nozzle or something? Anyway, so let's go ahead and open the furnace. I'm going to move the phone or the camera just a second. Kind of, alright, slides up, and we're going to show you that again. So lift the furnace, I grabbed on both sides, I lifted up, and it pulled out, and it opened the lid right up. So I can go ahead and set this out of the way. Let's see, set the lid over here, and just a second. Go ahead and look at the furnace. Show you a couple things that we're looking at. First is the automatic shut-off. This red button is the reset button. It's going to cause the furnace to turn on even if it's turned off with gas in the line. Here's the fuel line itself. As you notice, it comes through this fuel filter. It goes down and then down into the floor. So under the floor, it goes back to the tank. This switch right here is the on-off switch for the fuel line. If you need to do some work, you can go ahead and just turn that and it'll shut the fuel line off. This here is the, see if you can see that. This nozzle right here is the tit. This is where we're going to open the line. When the pump turns on, it's going to cause the air to blow out of the fuel line itself. That being said, I need to go ahead and get a mug and a pair of pliers, and then I'll show you what to do next.